Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is me, your friend and host, Taji Muhammad Hasnain. First of all, today the topic we are talking about is going to be very much important on all parts because it is going to be about darkness. So we are going to talk about what is darkness. Now, on every medium we would talk about we are going to talk about the religious way. What does our religion tell us about it? And I personally prepared this for our religious mindset. What does that say? I'm not talking about what does only this religion Muslims say. I would talk that word like spirituality of it. The spirituality of darkness, if that spirituality comes in any phase, and I'm going to talk about science a little bit. First of all, I have a small question from all of you. When was the last time when you were going to sleep? Yeah, of course, last night. Like last night or this night I'm just going to sleep. Or if it is night time for you. So if you recognize, so for the first 5 seconds, when your light is gone, so like you cannot recognize anything, you just feel you are in a very big darkness. But after 5 seconds, you recognize that is my bed, that is my computer, that is my PC, that is my whatever. So you recognize it. How is that possible? It is possible because our eyes have this super senses, which is like our eyes work different on each path. If our eyes come in front of anything like which is very much white, so it becomes it is very much white, so it becomes that we are watching a vision of it. The last time, if you recognize, so the last time when you watched a bulb like this, so after 5 minutes, when you close your eyes again and again and again, you would see that light shape coming in front of you again and again. Just like that, in the night time, our eyes work different because it's darkness. And science says about this thing that way. The last time when you saw a black thing, of course, even this camera's lens is also black. So if you watch and if you recognize, so of course, the last time when we watched black was night time or any other time. So when you watch the black thing, do this one trick. Watch to it closer, 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 closer. When you start watching to it closer, then close your eyes for 5 minutes. Then open your eyes and watch the thing that you are watching, like the black thing. It was less dark before when you didn't close your eyes. It was before that, it was very much, not that much dark. But after you closed your eyes, it was more dark. It was much more darker. How? Science says our eyes work in different times, different way. It works in, it is having like, we have this thing that HD lens, AI lens, artificial intelligence, like all of those things. We have ultra, we have pro, we have all of these type of lenses. And in our eye, if in one phone we have this pro, we have this slow motion, we have this timeline thingy which fast forwards things. We have this other lenses, the zoom lens and the like it captures all the things. So it's everything. So it has so many. It has 12 to 13 different lenses. And then in cameras, all of us know how many. So what do you think about our eyes? Our eyes has so many lenses, so many different ways that we look to things. Like right now, if we watch, so we have this thing that if like I'm watching to my camera, so if I stop watching to my camera and I start watching towards the background of the camera, so the camera will get a bit blur type, and I would start focusing on the background of the camera. This is something new. I didn't know about it. So there are so many different ways that we watch, and science has explained it everything. And if you want to know about it, so go to your science library or go to your science period or teacher, whatever you want to go to. So you can know from her or him. And on the other hand, darkness, what does our religion say? Darkness is something that I love. There are so many people that have this problem that they are scared from darkness. Darkness is something that gives you self-confidence. In my case, it gave me self-confidence at all paths. Why do people say that if you want to recognize your weaknesses and your strengths, so you need to sit in a dark room and write whatever you feel about yourself, write your darkness, write your weakness, write your strengths? Why do people say like that? Why do people say, like in Urdu we say, दुनिया की चमक धमक से निकल कर, the different glorious things going on in the world, we recognize those things. So being aside from the glorious things of the world, it means this. The saying that I said in Urdu, it means being aside by the glorious glow of the world. It means something like that. So why do we say that the gloriousness of the world? Dunya ki chamak damak se hat kar. Why do we say that? Because actually whenever we have this glow, we have this color, we have this thing, so we actually are busy. Our mind goes to different paths, our mind goes to different things. Do you know, whenever we are in darkness, we cut off, we have no thinking, we then are cut off. We don't think about those things. Then we are in another world. I don't say that we are in another dimension. I want to say that we are in our own different world. I watched a guy. If you want to watch his videos, so you can on YouTube. So I watched a guy. He spent 1 week. 1 week. It was amazing. In darkness. I was amazed when I watched that for the first time when he went inside, he wanted to sleep. But he said that my body reacted somehow like this, that I felt that it's not night, it's morning. But it's only dark in this room. And this room had this house type thing, had this cabin type thing, had no bulbs in it. It had no doors in it. It had a door, but it was locked by outside. No access of light in it. There were 3 rooms. One was for shower and anything else, and one was with a tent in it and with a guitar, and the other one was with treadmill. So that guy was saying that I felt that no, it's morning, so my body didn't need any sleep. So that guy just went to the treadmill. He was there in the treadmill, and the first thing he recognized when he was running on that treadmill, so he just slipped away. And he just came back and sit with the guitar. And the first thing he said was, when I was in the treadmill, so I was in a very deep thinking. What if we don't have our families? Why are we alive? Why aren't we dead? Why are we here in the world? Why should we be here in the world? And what is the reason? He had so many questions in his mind. He answered some of those at that 1 week. He answered some, and some are still mysteries. There are so many things. Even we have a story regarding this, that there was a boy, he was sleeping. So he was like sleeping. So the teacher taught 3 different questions that you have to bring this. So he thought we have to bring the answers of it. And when he wake up, so there were these 3 questions. He just wrote it in his notebook and he went to home. So when he came back to his school, so he gave the teacher this thing that, sir, I couldn't find the last one's answer because it was too much difficult, and here is the first 2's answer. And he was one of the most naughtiest and one of the most, I could say the guy who isn't actually happy with education. Like he was not, we call it padaku type in Urdu. He wasn't that guy who always read books. He was just like a normal naughty kid. So it happens sometimes. So that guy had so many mysteries in his mind. Blackness, darkness give us vision, give us wisdom. Both. No, I'm not mistaken actually. Vision plus wisdom. Vision is something, if you watch, so vision is something visionary. It makes us very much calm and cool guy. It makes us, I don't say that cool guy, but it makes us very much calm, very much patient. And that's when we get visionary. Now, there are two types of visionary. Like if you watch movie series or different movies like Pirates of Columbia or whatever you want to watch. So if you recognize these pirates were actually one eye patch. Why? They are not actually blind. Whenever at nights they are going to hijack any kind of ship or any kind of small, I could say, whatever. So whenever they are trying to hijack it, so before that actually they have this iPad. Whenever they took it off, so they have this super ability that they can watch things very clearly. Very clearly. Like in darkness they could recognize what is happening there. Now, I don't know how, but this doesn't make sense. Number one, visionary. The other one, visionary, is people see out of the box. Out of that. This darkness gives us wisdom. Have you recognized the last time when you slept? So you thought of something very clearly. The last time when you were sleeping and you had to prepare any speech for your boss or any topic for your academy or school, and you have to prepare anything. You recognize that? So the last time when you did that, do you remember it? Of course you would. So at night time when you prepared it, so you had so many ideas at night time. Why? It gives us wisdom. It makes us visionary. Now how? I don't know its way. First of all, in our religion, it is being respected. Some people say that bad luck comes with black color, because in the Hinduism, people say if black cat crosses your way, so it means that you have a bad luck with yourself for 5 hours or something like that. It's something like that. So black color is used for bad luck. Is used for blood, when the days when bloodshed was. Why do we say Black Day of Kashmir, Black Day of APS Hadsa? Why do we say it? Because there was bloodshed on these days. And these are the days where we are so much sad for the things that happened. We are very much sad for the things which happened. And that's why we say Black Day. Black Day also recognize devil. Yeah, because so many people say that white is for angels, white is for good, and black is for bad, black is for Lucifer, black is for devil, black is for demons. So, there is a myth, I guess, no? And if we watch in our religion, every color has its own respect. And if we understand and if we recognize, so the Khana Kaaba, its ghilaf has black color on it. So if you watch to our most respected place, Khana Kaaba, so on it there is this big coat type thing. You can call it a big whatever you wanna call it. There is this thing on it which is totally black. And on Khana Kaaba we call it ghilaf in our Urdu, but I don't know what do we call it in English, but we call it ghilaf. So it is something very much important, black color. The last time when you had this dream, and when the last time you were so much sad, you were depressed, so what did you thought of? Of course, going in a black place, thinking and it gives us patience, it gives us problems are made in glow. Where there is glow, so it makes this problems in front of us. It makes these things in front of us. And whenever there is darkness, it makes the solutions of the problems. If we think about darkness, so darkness is very much deep. Today's topic was only about darkness, and if you want to know about it much more, I would talk deep about it. I just only wanted to know, do you understand my deep topics or not? If you do, so I would start a series which is about life. So that series would be in English, and if you guys understand my English, so this all, thanks so much, and Allah Hafiz.